Imagine a world without certain vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, or artichokes. Now I know what you're thinking. You've never been a fan of vegetables, so it doesn't really hurt. Okay, imagine a world without some of your favorite fruits or nuts like strawberries, apples, and even almonds. Now that one hurt just a little bit, huh? What if I told you imagine a world without some of your favorite desserts like strawberry milkshakes or apple pies? Now that one hurt, huh? What if I told you that most of your favorite foods are made possible through the world's tiniest agriculture, the honeybee? Now, according to the Division of Agriculture of the University of Arkansas, honeybees are responsible for 80% of the pollination of cultivated crops. Because of this, in the US alone, bees are estimated to bring an average of $15 billion annually to the economy. Now, besides helping the economy, bees also have some helpful byproducts, like beeswax that is used in candles or hard plastics, or even bee venom that has helped treat illnesses like arthritis, epilepsy, and even cancer. Or their most popular byproduct, their golden delicious honey. Now, today I will try to persuade you to join me in helping to take action to help prolong and ensure the survival of the species. As a person who's been very health conscious for the past couple of years, I rely on these little tiny pollinators to help me produce food for me and my family. Now bees aren't one of the most important pollinators in the world, but sadly they're on a decline due to numerous culprits like climate change, urbanization, and harmful chemicals like pesticides and insecticides. If the loss of the species happens, then our agriculture, meat, and dairy productions can take a big blow. So we need to do everything that we can to help their survival. As I've explained, bees are a big contributor, but certain culprits are leading to their decline. Bees are under attack by a number of harmful suspects. And according to Ohio State University, since 2006, beekeepers reported an average of 30% loss, then compared to the historical rates of 10 to 15% loss. That's a double increase in loss. One of the big culprits that could be leading to this dwindling of numbers is climate change. Because we're living in a world where most of our weather patterns are being unpredictable, this has lost to a lot of crops and trees that bees use to cultivate food for themselves. Another second loss would be the loss of habitat because of the high population of humans. And so a lot of their habitats are being replaced by concrete jungles. And according to the bee facts of Purdue University, a typical bee colony will visit about 2,000 and 25,000 flowers per day, which consists of visiting about 50 to 100 flowers in a single trip. Now, that's a lot of trips. I'm getting tired just thinking about that. Now, the third contributing factor that can be leading to this dwindling of numbers is the use of harmful chemicals like insecticides and pesticides. Now, while pesticides may not be fatally harmful to the bees, they do mess with their sense of coordination. So a lot of the bees don't make it home. And insecticides, we can be killing bees by using insecticides by mistake, because insecticides are used to treat other insects that you don't want in your garden. The byproduct of this or any residue left that get on the bees can potentially hurt and kill the bees. Now, because of these coupled factors are threatening bee colonies, the loss of the species can affect the world in a negative way. It's these contributing factors lead to an extinction. It can have a dire domino effect on the world. One of the effects that can happen is a lot of the flowers that are pollinated by bees will start to dwindle and eventually become extinct. The second and the biggest blow would come in the form of our agriculture. Since we see that bees are vital to the pollination, a lot of our favorite fruits and vegetables will start becoming scarce or non-existent. And the domino effect from there is, since these bees are crucial pollinators, a lot of the food that we feed our livestock, like alfalfa, will start to dwindle down. So it will affect the meat and the dairy production. Now, because these pollinators are so vital and crucial, we need to help. There are ways to help these tiny little pollinators. And one of the ways that we can help these pollinators is by using less or not using at all any harmful pesticides or insecticides. This, in a sense, will save the bees, and this will also give you organic gardening. So it's healthy for the bees and for you and your family. The second way to be is by providing bees, by planting bee-friendly plants. So like lavender, sunflowers, or even fruit trees like apple trees. This will provide, again, food for bees and for your family. And so it's a win-win. And it'll add a variety and beauty to your garden. And the third way to help is by providing bees with homes like this. As we see that bees travel many miles to cultivate food, this gives them a little essential rest stop and providing them with water. Now today I presented this, and I hope I persuaded you to join me in taking action to help so we can survive, so we can help survival for the species. If these dwindling numbers continue, and because of climate change, urbanization, and the harmful uses of chemicals, this can have a dire effect on our agriculture, meat, and dairy department. So we need to do everything that we can to survive, to help ensure the survival of the species. Because I rely on this species for a lot of my gardening and for food for me and my family, it is essentially crucial that we take it together and we help. And since I've been studying on these species for many times, I've been trying to pick up a hobby of beekeeping. Now, these tiny pollinators are the essential lifeline of our agriculture, meat, and dairy department. And the dwindling of loss of their species can have a dire effect to the world. Now, the next time you take a bite of that juicy red apple, or you use a spoonful of honey in your tea, just remember that these delicious products and byproducts were made possible by the world's hardworking, tiniest agriculture, the honeybee. Thank you.